So today is a huge day for the Washington Commanders as they are trying to get their roster down to 53 by the 4 p.m. deadline. And your man Juan Gotti's here with the live coverage of everything and up-to-date players being cut and everything Commanders. Let's get straight to it.
Shout out to Juan Gotti Talking Sports. You know what it is. Shout out Juan Gotti Talking Sports.
The way that we live is not for everybody.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
How do you think the rest of Jaden Daniels' career is going to go? If we're, 6, 7 games into Jaden Daniels' career, and he's already milking injuries?
Stop saying my name, you dick riding bastard.
YouTube, what's going on? It's your man Juan Gotti here. Live coverage of everything up to date with the Washington Commanders and their 53-man roster. So I'm not even going to waste no time. We're going to go ahead, share that screen, and we're going to go to my guy Brandon on Twitter. We're about to be surfacing the Twitter surfaces so we can get our up-to-date look on the Washington Commanders and who they are releasing. So first things first, let's go ahead and talk about it off rip. Clelin Ferrell's gone. I told you all the other day, when you are playing in the preseason game with 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter, that does not bode well for you, my friend. That does not bode well for you, my friend. As this, Clelin Ferrell's gone. Clelin Ferrell is out of here. He has been released. Does that mean anything to you? Does that mean anything to you? For me personally, no. Because Clee, he did all he needed to do last year. Right? He did everything he needed to do last year in terms of a guy that can set the tone, that could be a good veteran guy, that's a good locker room person. But as far as on the field play, you can do so much better than Clelin Ferrell. So him being gone doesn't surprise me one bit. They also got rid of Jalen Holmes as well. We knew he was a long shot to make this roster. A practice squad candidate, I may add, though. He's a prime practice squad candidate, of course. Clee's not. Clee's a former first-round top 5 pick of the Las Vegas Raiders out of Clemson. So he'll get work just solely off that. But Jalen Holmes will probably come back. Before we get to the Noah Igbinoghene news, because I've already made a video about that, we got more cuts. Bobby Price, gone. Everybody got their wish. Everybody that wanted Bobby Price gone, they got their wish. Hold on, I got something for you, because Bobby Price was the... Let me see, hold up. Bobby Price was the Benjamin St. Juice of the preseason. So everybody celebrate. Bobby Price is gone. He is out of here, ladies and gentlemen. And following those two guys, you got KJ Osborne and Chris Moore. That might mean my boy Ja'Cory Brooks might make this roster. Uh-oh. Now, I think they're going to keep 5 receivers. But you cut Michael Gallup yesterday. You cut KJ Osborne, Chris Moore. So what's that? 4 guys? 3 guys? Sorry. Michael Gallup, KJ Osborne, Chris Moore. That's eliminating the competition. I think Ja'Cory Brooks is about to make this roster, chat. I think he's about to make this roster, man. Let's go. My boy might make this roster. I said that in my video. He's the only person that I would be willing to get a 6th spot to. Other than that, 5 receivers is looking like, because there's no guys that has separated themselves. So we got Duke Riley, who's also been released by the Washington Commanders. And what's that right now? Where are we at total wise in terms of guys that's been gone? I would roughly say, because we released 6 yesterday. Let me refresh. We released 6 yesterday. So we're probably, I would say roughly around 80. Sam Hartman's gone. Let's go! I sound like a hater hoping people getting their jobs done. Trust and believe. I don't like people getting cut. I don't like people losing their job. But when you are as bad, and I mean as bad as Sam Hartman was yesterday, this preseason, did he put out a stat on Twitter where he was like 0 touchdowns, but like 4 interceptions, bro? Like, come on, bro. Come on, gang. When you that bad, you gotta be released. You gotta be released. Sam Hartman is gone, ladies and gentlemen. Sam Hartman is gone. Let's go, Lil Uzi. Hey, let's go, Al. I want Al to make this roster. Al, make this roster. Al Cajo, make this roster. Sam Hartman is out of here. Cleveland Furrow is out of here. Bobby Price is out of here. KJ Osborne and Chris Moore is out of here. If my boy Ja'Cory Brooks make this roster, I'm always going to rock with C. Brooks. Ja'Cory Brooks, I call him C. Brooks. J.C. Brooks, man. My man was cool as heck at training camp. Sat there, talked to me and my homie for like a regular conversation, bro. Signed my dog jersey for him. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I'm pulling for Ja'Cory, bro. He gotta make this roster, bro. What's up, Chad Dubs family? What's good? What's good? What's good? He could be the third string. No, Eddie. Eddie, trust me. He cannot be a third string quarterback. Trust me. He cannot be the third string quarterback. He is trash. Give it to Josh Johnson. And even Josh Johnson's trash, bro. I'm not gonna lie. And I gotta respect Unc because what he did in his past time. But Unc, it's over for Unc, man. I'm sorry. It's over for Unc, bro. We really need to get another quarterback 3 out there, bro. Can the Chargers like release Taylor Heineke and we could bring him home? I could very well do Taylor Heineke as the third guy right now. Honestly. Can we get Taylor Heineke reunion back here, please? We need him. We need Taylor Heineke, bro, at this point, bro. I'm not going to lie. Cleve's gone. Sam Hartman's gone. Make sure y'all stick around, bro, because we're refreshing everything. Checking all the beat reporters' pages, man. Hartman's back to the practice squad. Book it. He probably will be back to the practice squad. Probably. I honestly don't even think he deserved a practice squad spot, though. I'm not going to lie. I don't think he deserves a practice squad spot. Base says, Sam got to find a new profession. I never seen someone play quarterback. Man, what? Who you telling, bruh? Snoop would not be bad. EC, that's a good point. Snoop would not be bad. That is actually because think about it. Look at the kind of offense we run. Snoop was the backup for LJ for years. And I ain't saying Snoop is good. Like, he's tough. But he got valuable starter experience, valuable veteran experience. You know what I mean? So, hey, that's a good one right there, EC. That's a good one. Lurie say Heineke or Tyler Huntley? Yeah. Let's see. Snoop Huntley would be yeah. Everybody seem to be on it. Shout out to EC putting that bug in our ear. Heineke arm not strong enough for Cliff's. I mean, his arm isn't strong, but you know Cliff could dial it up. That's the one thing about Cliff's scheme. He's not Eric Bieniemy. He's not scheme. You're gonna fit into my scheme. Let's just say hypothetically, Heineke had to do something if he was to come back, right? Let's just say Heineke had to do something in terms of getting in the game. Hopefully not, but Cliff is going to tailor it around his strengths. Cliff is going to tailor it around his strengths, bro. So we're good. Like, we need a quarterback 3, bro. I'm not. He say Sam Hartman going to be a model in the team store, bro. Look, they got to bring. I'm not going to lie. Now that I think about it, I hope they bring him back for the practice squad. Just for team morale. For team morale, keep be Jay and Daniel's personal guy, friend. I don't know how to phrase that without it sounding weird. So I'm gonna just say personal guy friend. Like, be his hype man. Give Sam Hartman a boombox, bro. Let Sam Hartman walk around with the boombox, bro. That's what I'm on. Snoop Huntley would be the best QB3 in the league. He say, "One stop, bro. Come on, man." I'm saying though. I'm saying, bro. Make Sam Hartman useful if you gonna bring him back on the practice squad, bro. If you gonna bring him back on the practice squad, make him Jay Daniels' personal hype man. Let him walk around with the boom box on his shoulder, playing all the tunes. But we got Debo too, so you know what I'm saying. You know how that them 49ers players used to do it. You know what I'm saying? He gotta get a job. He gotta be useful somehow. Or like my man, where you go? Hollywood say, man, put him in the team store, man. Put him in the team store. But we need a QB3 though, chat. Let's see. Let's refresh. Let's see if we got any other releases as we're trying to get this roster down to 53. Sam Hartman is gone. Cleveland Furrow is gone. Jalen Holmes is gone. Noah Igbenogany on the trade block. Please don't trade Noah. Please don't trade Noah. Unless it's for a value of something that you cannot turn down. If it's like a 3rd round pick, which I know teams probably won't give that up. If it's something like that, that's cool. But no, bro. No, bro. Don't trade Noah, bro. Anthony says Jay and personal assistant. Nah, for real. Nah, definitely be JE5's personal assistant. Football is Sam Hartman's Delilah. Hey there, Delilah. I don't know if that's the correlation you was making, but I just that song just popped into my head. He just aura farming at he ain't not even aura farming at this point, bro. I ain't gonna lie. They said he done lost all his aura since cutting his hair. Now look, your man Juan Gotti, I ain't gonna judge another man for his haircut, so I'm gonna leave that up to the women. But they say he lost his aura since cutting his hair, bro. And the whole care about that right now. Think about it. Last year preseason, he wasn't even that bad. Stampy wasn't that bad last year preseason. I remember versus the Jets. He was Jack cooking a little bit. But this preseason, nah. Matter of fact, let's watch it. Y'all got me wanting to watch my Sam Hartman breakdown right quick. I'm gonna pull it up on stream right quick. Hold up, chat. I did a short breakdown on Sam Hartman's little preseason game versus the Ravens, bro. Look at this right here, chat. I'm gonna show y'all. And look, I don't mean to keep bashing on Sam Hartman, bro, but this is about to show you how bad he truly was. Hold on, let me go to, how do I do it? Okay, stop sharing or view tab. Stop sharing. Okay, boom. Go look at this right here, chat. Sam Hartman film break. This the film breakdown I did on him, bro. Looking at Sam Hartman.
I don't know.
Ja'Cory Brooks is right here. Sam Hartman is not good at football. Like, look at this. Sam recognizes that he has one-on-one coverage with Ja'Cory Brooks at the top of the screen, and he makes the right decision. The thing is, he makes a very, very poor throw, as he doesn't even give Ja'Cory Brooks an opportunity to make a play on the ball. Hartman is out of the gun, motions in Ja'Cory Brooks, and he has him wide open, screaming across the field on a drag route, and instead of giving Ja'Cory Brooks, who is right here, wide open, what are you looking at, Sam Hartman? Ja'Cory Brooks is right here. This play had no business ending in a sack. Hartman is trying to get the ball to his boundary receiver. We need a QB3 though. He has no idea that this slot corner is lurking the flats and is easily going to jump the route for a pick 6 because Hartman literally stares down the receiver the whole time. Pass isn't the bad issue here. You get it out in time. He's still not necessarily out of his break. The thing is, the cornerback is not fooled by anything. You don't look over here to take your check down right here. You don't look elsewhere to go potentially right here. You look at the receiver that you're going to throw to the whole entire time, staring him down, and that does not fool the Ravens defender as he ultimately picks it off and takes it to the crib for 6. Yeah. If you wanted to know why Sam Hartman has been released, there you have it. That is the reason why Sam Hartman is no longer here in Washington. And as we said in the chat, hopefully he comes back on a practice squad and he could be JD5's like assistant, bro. You know what I mean? Simply there for morale, bro. Simply there for morale, chat. I say Sam is winning in life, just not at football. Yeah, on God. Look, that's the most. Hey, look, he got the most following for like a borderline practice squad quarterback I'd have never seen, bro. He had like 500K on Instagram. So I'm sure whatever he does in his other life profession, he'll be straight, bro. But QB in the National Football League is not it. Maybe go be a QB's coach at Notre Dame or something like that. Say talking hype, man, just random, but biggest low-key musical troll in history was Public Enemy. Don't believe the hype by their resident hyper Flavor Flav, who also might be most famous hype man. Sam Hartman gonna join them soon. Burn the tape. Burn the tape. Luke probably a better quarterback than Sam Hartman. I ain't even gonna lie to you. He might be a better QB than Sam Hartman, bro. Let me see if we got any other updates here. So right now they still haven't released anyone else from what I'm seeing. But Sam Hartman is gone. Sam is gone. Washington also released the defensive line. Cleveland Furrow. And again, like I said, this is what John Keim said as well. Like when you're playing that late into the preseason, bro, you know it's raps, bro. You know his raps. Sam Hartman thought because he was JD5, man. He was, oh God, hey, look, I know Five was on the sideline watching them jumps, like watching all them interceptions, bro. I was like, what are you doing, son? Like, come on, Slim. Like, it's like I talked a good game about you. I told him go get you. You know what I'm saying? You gonna do this? That's like your man. That's like you putting your man on for a job. One of your best friends on for a job and they don't show up. It's like, bro, what's up, bro? You put my name on the line. Man, that's crazy. Sam might make a good coach, less smart. Yeah, he might make a good coach. DJ say I can see JD5 straight stealing on Sam Hartman after he get too close to his mom and try to sabotage JD5 as his assistant. But that's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, chat. He said, I told you yesterday that they were going to make another move. Noah, I wouldn't do it though, Hollywood. Me personally, bro, Noah's too valuable to this defensive unit. He's too valuable to this defensive unit, if you ask me. And chat, while I got y'all in here, if you could do me a favor and click the link in the description and subscribe to the Burgundy Breakdown. That's my group channel over there. 4 great guys. We're trying to grind from the ground up, doing Commanders content. I promise you'll love it. It takes 5 seconds to subscribe. It's free, just like here. Myself, Reedy and Z, and John from Ball and Burgundy podcast, Burgundy Breakdown. Subscribe to that page. But nah, I wouldn't do it, man. Know what I know? Because think about it, Hollywood. Think about it. You got 5 good corners right now. And I've been waiting for us to have a unit like that, man. We have came so far from the Rashad Wild Gooses of the world, the Emmanuel Forbes, Michael Davis, Benjamin St. Juice, Brashad Breeland. And I know Breeland had a fan base in this jump, but like, you know what I'm saying? People love Breeland, but like, we now have 5 cornerbacks that I'm comfortable with. And if you trade Noah Igbinoghene, you are now 1 player away from having to tap into that practice squad depth and probably call up a Bobby Price if he comes back, a Kevon Seymour. Remember, we had Tariq Castro Fields for a while. That you're 1 play from that. And I like having that comfortability of 5 great guys. All 5 of these guys I'm comfortable with if they have to play. Marshawn, Trey, Mikey, Jonathan Jones, the pilot, and then Noah. But you trade Noah, now you're tapping into that depth that you were once prided on because like that was good. You feel me? And he's 25. That's a good point, Anthony. He's 25. 25 first-round pick, former first-round pick, I might add. And he is he's ascending, if you ask me. He said you pronounce that name with ease. Appreciate it. Yeah, Noah Igbinoghene. Hold on. Let's see if we got some more news. I just heard a notification. Let's see if we got another release. Hold on, chat. Hold up. Let's see. Cleveland Furrow's been really okay. So it was what we already knew. Shout out to Skylar Nelson. Hopefully, I'll have her on the program here soon, man. Foster Sorrell has been waived too, and that's interesting because that's the offensive line depth right there. Let's actually do this exercise while we're waiting for more people to get released. We can kind of, I guess, somewhat guess about who we think they're going to end up releasing because it's not that hard. Let's go to the Commanders roster and we can kind of guess. Y'all want to play? We can play that game. Let's play that game while we're waiting for more people to be released. So if we go boom, here, share, ush. All right. So if we take a look at this is our roster, right? All right. So, okay. Kaz Allen's gone. Okay, we all can agree Kaz Allen's out of here. Finally. I don't know how Kaz Allen has survived these years, bro, but he provides nothing. He's gone. This kid's gone. Karn Arnold, I ain't even see him. Ricky Baba. Let's see. Ja'Cory Brooks is gonna make this roster. I'm praying my guy make this roster, dog. Praying my guy make this roster. Lawrence Cage, Rivercraft, whatever, bro. Come on, Carl Davis out of here. Sheldon Days out of here. I think Sheldon's a primary practice squad guy for sure, though. Do y'all think they keep George Fent? Because I seen John Cam. I made a video on this, but I ain't dropping it because there was so much that happened yesterday. So I might not end up dropping it. But John Cam has them keeping George Fent over Trenton Scott. And I have a hard time believing that. I think if anything, they'll go 10 linemen and keep both. But there's no way Trent Scott don't make this roster after last year, bro. Not even just talking for the Bengals touchdown he had. I'm talking about actual playing valuable snaps down the stretch as tackle and guard, especially when Cosme went down. Demetrius Felton gone. Cleveland Furrow gone. Does Eddie Goldman make this roster, chat? Does Eddie Goldman make this roster? Snoop Baby cheated on me in 5th grade, shaking my head. My first ever girl. Damn, chat. Damn. He said, girl, man, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. But all right. George Fent definitely making this team. I would keep both. I like George Fent because he's a savvy veteran. He's been around the block for years now. I would definitely but you cannot cut. You can't release Trent Scott. Keep 10 linemen. And then once Sam Cosme comes back, then you could trim off that, whether that's Chris Paul, whether that's Trent Scott at that point, or that's George Fent. But I think you go into the roster into this season with at least 10 guys. Antonio Hamilton Sr. gone. Bobby Hart gone. Jalen Holmes, as we know, gone. Sam Hartman gone. Javonte Jean-Baptiste making this roster, as we know. With the release of Jalen Holmes and Cleveland Furrow, JJB, I should say, that bodes well for him, man. That means he is a lock to make this roster, and they think this 7th round guy in the second year is going to turn up, bro. It's going to turn up. Or is JJB in his 3rd year? This is his 3rd. I think this is his 3rd year. I think. Josh Johnson, I think he'll make the practice squad. Sheldon Day's a lock. No to Goldman. I don't know if Sheldon Day's a lock. I don't know if Sheldon Day is a lock to make this roster. I definitely think he's a lock on a practice squad. If that's what you're talking about, then yeah, I agree with you. I just don't think he'll net a 4th rounder, bro. I understand to the Commanders his value is that, but at this point he's not getting traded for that. I will go 3rd or keep him around. Yeah, like if it ain't at least a 3rd for me, keep him around, bro. Because I get what you're saying. Like his value may not be that high in terms of in terms of how he's viewed across the league. But teams that have been banged up this offseason and training camp, preseason, that suffered major at the cornerback position, that you could definitely pull the wool over their eyes and probably finesse them for a higher pick. But I wouldn't do that. I'll keep Noah, man. I'll keep Noah. Andre Jones Jr. probably practice squad. Jacoby Jones gone. Al Kayo, I hope he make this roster, though. I hope he ascended late in that preseason run. TJ gone. Tate Martin gone. Maybe he's a practice squad candidate. Maybe because he showed flashes. Robert McDaniel, Timothy McKay, practice squad. Let's see if we got any updates on anybody else while we're waiting. Let's see. Uh-oh. Okay, so we're still waiting. We're still waiting. All right. Bet. But yeah, if someone don't offer a fourth, keep him. I mean, a fourth is something that I would entertain. I would entertain it depending on if it's multiple or if it's an early fourth round pick, late third. Then I would entertain it. But like, I really don't want to entertain none of it. If I'm being completely honest with you. If I'm being completely honest with you, I don't want to entertain nothing trade talk with Noah Igbenogany because I think he's too valuable to this team. Bobby Price gone, Duke Riley gone already, as we know. Foster Sorrell's gone. Trent Scott, bro, he has to make this roster, bro. He has to. Cole Turner gone. Is Cole Turner going to make this practice squad, or is his tenure here in Washington done? I think his tenure here in Washington is finished, man. About time. I was hyped about him coming out, but he ain't done nothing. Colin Vickers, young fella, I would bring him back on the practice squad. Daryl Worley gone. And is that all our guys? Tyree Jackson, Julian Good-Jones, they're already gone. I think that's all our guys. So that seems to be, it's going to be pretty simple who makes this roster or not, man. I think all the big cuts are kind of winding down, or we already got the big cuts out the way for the most part. That being Clee. Says if they played in the second half of the Bengals or Ravens game, their good is gone. Exactly. And that's why Clee is out of here, and that's why their teams are interested in trading for Noah Igbenogany. Teams are interested in trading for Noah Igbenogany because he was in the third round. He was in the third round. Or in the third preseason game, I should say. Lions traded cut Hendon Hooker. I don't know. See, it's tricky with Hendon as he's young. He hasn't done much, but he did come out of this league. He did come into the NFL at a older age though, and he was banged up. So I'm good off Hendon Hooker. I would rather go the veteran route, like I said, Tyler Snoop Huntley or someone of that nature. I would probably entertain that. I would entertain that. I want a veteran guy. Like, go trade for Taylor Heineke, bro. Why not? Cole Turner's gonna be gone. Basically, all the guys from the Chris Olave trade are gone. Yeah, that's crazy. Was it Sam Howell's gone? Cole Turner's gone. I forgot who else we got in that deal. That draft lost on my head. But nah, I wouldn't get Hendon Hooker. I wouldn't. But y'all, make sure you guys stick around as we're waiting for we are waiting for the Washington Commanders to officially announce their 53-man roster. If you guys are just tapping in and want to catch up on all the news, I'm on my guy Jay Daniels MVP, the best in the business on Twitter. I don't know many other Commanders fan pages and on Twitter. He's the one. He is the one, not the two. But Sam Hartman's gone to catch you up to date on that. Along with Sam Hartman is Cleveland Furrow. He's gone. This is probably the biggest one of the day. For me, it's not big because we've already kind of pictured that he's playing in the third preseason game, second half. We knew he was gone. Jalen Holmes is gone. So with those two moves, that is essentially opening up the spot for Jacob Martin and Javonte Jean-Baptiste. And all of a sudden, man, this pass rushing room, it may be better than what we initially thought. Remember, I was low on this pass rushing room. I'm not gonna lie, but the additions of Von Miller and they really like Jacob Martin, chat. They really like Jacob Martin. It was Brian Robinson and Jahan Dot. Oh yeah. Joy, remember we had Tamu when we was the Redskins a couple years ago. Maybe he finally figured it out. Maybe he got better, but I don't know. We had Jordan Tamu years ago. I'm kind of worried that the kicker, DJ, me and you are like this when it comes to the kicking game, bro. We are like this. I hate the fact that teams don't bring in competition for their kickers throughout the offseason, throughout training camp. I don't care if you have Brandon Aubrey or you have freaking Zane Gonzalez. Bring in competition for your kicker because it makes them have to earn it. They already have a lax training camp as it is. Least you can do is make them compete, even if you know deep down inside Brandon Aubrey is going to be your kicker. I'm just using him as an example because obviously he's the best in the game, one of the best, if not the best in the game. You know that he's going to be your kicker, but just bring in some competition, man. Keep his iron sharpened. You know, that's what I do. But I'm with you, DJ. Like Matt Gay, I was there the other day at the game where he missed, and it's like I try not to overreact, but it's like, bro, when we coming from Zane Gonzalez, Austin Saba, remember years ago we had that another kicking debacle when it was Chris Blewett and what was my guy's name that ended up winning the game in Las Vegas for us? I forgot his name. Is it Matt? I can't remember his name, but man, I'm with you. I'm telling y'all, I can see as someone who can continue to develop behind JD5, can be used as a trade chip down the line, long-term backup plan. It's a lot of bad kickers out there nowadays. Yeah, man. Matt Gay will straighten out. Hopefully, Commander DeLorean. I hope so. Because, I mean, I know we did the right thing by getting rid of Brandon McManus because of the legal issues, but, man, he went to Green Bay and he's doing stuff. He's doing stuff, man. But to catch y'all up, if you're just catching in, so Clee's gone, Jalen Holmes is gone, Sam Hartman's gone, Bobby Price is gone, KJ Osborne is gone, and Chris Moore is gone. Meaning Ja'Cory Brooks, my guy, our guy. I think he's the fan favorite, bro. I don't know if there's one fan that dislikes Ja'Cory Brooks, bro. You know what I mean? So hopefully he makes it. But yeah, we're waiting patiently. It's your man Juan Gotti. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Use promo code Juan Gotti on SeatGeek to get 10% off your first purchase. Subscribe to the Burgundy Breakdown. That's my group channel. That link is down below in the description. We're waiting as these cuts continue to come through. We're a little under 3 hours away from the finalization of the roster, and tonight at 8:30 p.m. I will be with Lake Lewis. We'll do a video that's going to end up dropping tomorrow for my reaction to the 53-man roster and everything in that nature. So shout out to Lake Lewis Jr. for stopping by on the page. But yeah, man, let's see if we can refresh, see if we got any updated news, or if Sam Hartman is still the last big name that we have released. So yep, 30 minutes ago, Sam Hartman still remains as the newest, or at least the latest, I should say, newsworthy reporting of being released. And do you guys want him back on the practice squad? I really don't know if I would even want him back on the practice squad. Hope Ja'Cory makes it too, because he's going to stretch the. Yeah, that's a good point, Tony. That is a really, really good point. Who do we really have as stretch the field receivers besides Jalen Lane, Terry? I guess Debo can stretch the field, but we know that's not his strong suit. And Noah is a vertical threat, but it's not speed. When you think deep threats, Ja'Cory Brooks is what I think of, right? That's what he did well in college at Louisville, at Alabama. Matt Gay is trash, bro. Oh man, I'm getting nervous, man. Look, I try not to overreact too much. Strike City, I try not to overreact, bro. But I'm like, fool. I'm looking at him like, uh-oh. I'm looking at him with the side eye. I'm like, come on, what you doing? Then you got, and it don't make it no better. You got Tyler Loop out there, John Frying, banging it home from 61. And I'm like, bruh, what's up? Come on. Banging it home from 61 with ease, perfect on the day. And we over this Jones struggling. Let's see, John Kahn posted. Carl Davis gone. Carl Davis gone. I repeat, Washington has released another player, and it is Carl Davis. Hit it. There we go. Every time a player get released, we gonna hit the bell, man, because Carl Davis gone. So that means probably Eddie Goldman's a lock. Not that a lot of people thought he wasn't gonna make this roster, but with Carl Davis gone, that probably most likely means that he's a lock to make this roster. It's gonna be interesting to see what they do with the practice squad. Is Carl Davis one of the practice squad candidates that they decide to bring back? That's interesting to figure out. That is intriguing to figure out. But Carl Davis gone, chat. Carl Davis is out of here. Carlin Vigors gone. Carlin Vigors gone. I repeat, Carlin Vigors are gone. Carlin Vigors is the next guy that's out of here. Strong possibility for a practice squad candidate, in my opinion. I think he's a guy that has something to him. He's just young, raw, and didn't have a good preseason. Debo can't stretch the field. Man, y'all gonna cut it out on Debo, man. That boy Debo could cut the field. I mean, can stretch the field, man. That end around, man, that should have told you all you need to know. Y'all gonna cut it out with Debo. Live with these Washington Commanders. Cut down day. Let me see. Cut down day. Hey, we're gonna change the title for that one. Cool. Why do we care? Why did the NFL just post that, man? Anyways, shout out to my guy, Stats on Spivey. My guy. We need to get that kicker from the Steelers they released. Hey, look, just bring in some type of competition for Matt Gay. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. Even if you still think he's your kicker, you paid him all this money this past offseason, cool. But my thing is competition. Bring it in. Bring in the competition. But we got some new guys that are released. Carl Davis and Carlin Vigors gone. Per John Kine. Carlin Vigors, I hope he comes back with a practice squad. Another one. Andre Jones, gone. Andre Jones, gone. Former 7th-round pick. I want to say Raging Cages, Ron Rivera's pick. Gone. I don't know if he comes back on the practice squad. Oh, okay. That's an interesting one. They do have quite a bit of kickers. We should go test the water. I would. I'd rather have our old kicker back. Man, who? Dustin Hopkins? Who you talking about from last year? I'm telling you, bro. Why do I always feel like when a kicker leave us, they always get good? Dustin Hopkins and Ain't Joey Sly? Where Joey Sly at nowadays? Where he at now these days? I feel like I just saw Joey Sly. Debo line up in the backfield, come out on a wheel route, play. It's gonna be trouble. Rip Bernie Mac. Rest in peace, Bernie Mac. I just saw a funny clip of Bernie Mac, man. Comment said, man, he said Bernie got no business being dead, man. I'm like, dang. Andre Jones gone. Let's see. They starting to fly in now, it seems like. Andre Jones is gone. Carlin Vickers is gone. Carl Davis is gone. It's your man Juan Gotti. We're live. Everything up to date, up to speed. Tennessee. That's where I just seen him. I just seen Joey Sly, like a video of him. Tennessee. Okay. Cool. If you guys are new, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. On the road to 11,000 subscribers. We are here. Probably up until 3 p.m. I'm going to be sitting here trying to figure out what this roster is going to look like. Later on tonight, I'll have a pre-recorded video with Lake Lewis Jr., who's going to stop by and give us all his thoughts on this final 53-man roster. That video will be out tomorrow. Let's see, though. Why hasn't DQ or AP pressed out Tressway to get his place kicking game up? That DJ, they did say that they did get into a heated exchange on the sideline the other day during the game. So maybe you wanted something about that one. Maybe you're onto something about that. Maybe it isn't just Matt Gay. But I do have a hard time believing like Tressway is an issue, and that's not me just being biased, but like he's never been a bad holder or had holding issues in his past. So remember, it was Cam Cheeseman as the snapper. It's always been the kicker. The one constant has been the placeholder in Tress. So I will have to see a little bit more before I could just say, oh, it's Tressway's fault, or you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Let's see. I'd rather have our old kicker back. Debo been catching deep passes in training camp from 5. He definitely stretch. Yeah, he can stretch the field for sure. But if you guys are just tuning in, we're live watching every cut from the Washington Commanders as we're inch closer and closer to the final 53. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications. It's so far. Let's go through the cuts. Carl Davis, Carlin Vickers released. Andre Jones released. Cleveland Furl released. Foster Sorrell, Jalen Holmes released. Sam Hartman released. Cleveland Furl, if I hadn't already mentioned that in this spill, released. Look what Revo said, man. Shout out to Revo in the chat, man. Revo say, God has brought me so far, man, nothing but gratitude. My life looked a whole lot different only a few years ago. Don't let anyone put you in a box, man. Revo used to be on these days, and he used to be getting cut and brought back, man. I'm so happy for Revo, bro. I'm so happy for Revo. Man, I hope Ja'Cory Brooks makes this roster, chat. I really hope Ja'Cory Brooks makes this roster, bro. And Al. I hope Al makes this roster too. Let's refresh the Twitter feed. Let's see. They made a whole post about this. This is how you know this is crazy. They gave Sam Hartman his own post on the Twitter. I'm happy for Revo, man. I'm truly happy for my dog. Revo gonna get some legit snaps on the yeah. Look, I was live at training camp 3 times, and I saw Revo out there with the ones. I'm like, ho, Revo. Let's see. You know what's crazy? When me and my guy was talking to Ja'Cory, because I said Ja'Cory, he stopped by and like signed autographs, but he talked to us for a cool little minute. I pride myself on being able to guess where people are from. And I told my man, bro, I was like, hey, fool. I was like, he definitely from Florida, bro. I said, he definitely a Florida, bro. He said, the way he was just talking, he was like, I'm going to get up with y'all, boy. I'm with y'all, boy. Like you could just tell if you got that culture aspect, you can kind of tell. And you saying that he's from Miami, that I knew I could tell. I could just tell. He coached him in basketball. I think he'll make the team. I hope so. I hope so. Revo gonna be a straight dog this season. He put up solid film in the preseason. Yeah, man. Revo definitely gonna be a dog. Revo definitely gonna be a dog, bro. So I wonder where we at when it kind of releases. Would you say we're around like 20 guys already? Or is that a little bit too much? Because they released 6 yesterday. And so far they released these 3. So that's 9. Hartman, that's 10. Furrow, 11. KJ, Chris Moore, that's 13. Braylon Sant. So yeah, I'll say they roughly around like 20 some. Roughly around like 20 guys that they've released, right? Thus far, but we're waiting for more guys to get released. We're gonna see live coverage of the cuts as they happen, as they come through. So make sure you guys stay tuned for it. Make sure you guys stay tuned. Make sure you guys are liking, comment, and subscribing to the stream. Comment. I'm reading every comment. Break it. I saw that. Travis, Kelsey, and Taylor Swift are getting engaged. Kelsey's career over. Only thing I hope for this, right? Not that it matters to me, because it has nothing to do with me whatsoever. The only thing I hope is that this is a real legit relationship. I hope it ain't just like a publicity stunt. I hope it's like real love. That's what I hope for. Let's see, Zach Selby. I guess you guys could say it's a love story. It's about Taylor Swift. So we're just waiting for more guys to be released and seeing what we're gonna talk about. And while we're at it, actually, follow your boy on Twitter. Follow your boy on Twitter. Juan Gotti Talking Sports here on Twitter and Instagram too. Instagram, you can catch me over there. I'm getting more consistent with the gram. Say Kelsey's through. Yeah, he'll go down as one of the greatest tight ends ever, man. But last few seasons, definitely you can start to see a little bit of a spiral down for him. Hopefully he gets back right. Hopefully he gets back right. For sure. But we're just patiently waiting to see more guys come through, more guys get cut. Again, to catch you up to date, biggest cut thus far has been Cleveland Furrow and probably Sam Hartman. For me, it's not a big deal at all about Sam Hartman. We knew that was coming. Carl Davis, Andre Jones Jr., Carlin Vickers, they're all gone as well. I think Carlin Vickers will be a primary practice squad guy for sure. I don't know why I can see Ja'Cory coming in and getting at least 20 catches. We got to speak him into this team, man. I hope so, bro. We got to speak life into him, man. We all want Ja'Cory Brooks to make this roster, bro. Let's go. And Terry's going to be speaking at the podium today, too. So it's a big day. Big day. We're waiting patiently for more cuts to come through. Let's see. Make sure you guys liking the stream up, turn on post notifications, and comment, and I'll be reading you all's comments. But Andre Jones, Colin Vickers, Carl Davis, Sam Hartman, Jalen Holmes, Foster Sorrell. We allergic to getting good kickers, man. I swear it feels like it, don't it? Don't it? You don't it? It feels like we're allergic to getting good kickers, man. I hope we one day can draft our own kicker, bro. You monitoring the whole league? Not really. I mean, unless it's like a big one. Um, I'm not necessarily monitoring it, just my favorite team, but you can feel free to like let me know what's going on. I mean, if it's something huge, I'll definitely watch, like look at it, keep an eye out for it. But the Titans are waiving Xavier Reposado though. Breaking Luke McCaffrey expected to make the 53-man roster per sources. That ain't surprising, even though it's not like confirmed. That wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. We might have to just spin a draft. Yeah, I thought we would have been did that years ago. I'm not gonna lie to you. I definitely thought I've been screaming for a new receiver, or a new kicker for years, bro. For years. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Let's see. If you guys have anything you want to say, keep the chat going and I'll react to it. My record prediction? I think right now, I haven't necessarily thought about it because part of me wants to stay humble, but part of me wants to drag. And like, I personally say like 12-5, 13-4 as tops, but like, I don't know, but I have a good feeling like we could start this season on 5-0. And I know that sounds crazy because we got tough teams, but like, bro, just stay down for my record prediction, bro. Wait, I'm gonna say 12-5, 13-4. One of them. Says you realize how different NBA contracts are when Jordan Poole is making 140 million and Terry is holding out for 96 million. But as you already mentioned, Noah Igbenogany is on the trade, monitoring for trades. I hope we don't do it though. I really hope we don't do it. Let's see. Who's around the league? You would you want? I have to figure out who's being released from around the league. Because truth be told, again, I'm just locked in on our team. I ain't really too worried about like other teams right now, if I be honest. So I'm kind of like just focused on us, truthfully. Let's see. It says who's your leading rusher for us this year? I'm gonna say I feel like it's easy to say Bill, but like I don't want to put that much pressure on him. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that it's gonna be my guy, Debo. Nah, that's nah. Even though that ain't far fetched, just like nah. I don't know, fool. I don't know yet. I'm gonna say I'll just go with Bill, cause I know like Eck probably isn't gonna play a lot, like in terms of having being our leading rusher. I'm gonna go with Bill. What is the kicking situation? I guess we're gonna go in. Yeah, our kicking situation. They seem to not be phased by Matt Gay. They seem to not be phased by Matt Gay whatsoever, which is slightly disheartening because, again, even if you think he's your kicker, I think you bring in some type of competition. You bring in some type of competition, if you ask me. Oh yeah, Tony, without a doubt. I'm at the game for week 1. And speaking of that, if you guys are gonna want to be at week 1, man, them ticket prices is insane. So go ahead and use promo code JuanGotti on SeatGeek to get 10% off your first purchase, man. Go ahead and use that so you can be at week 1 like me and like my man Tony right here, bro. You know what I'm saying? We in that jump for week 1. For sure. Let's see if we got any new cuts. Let's see. Death bringing competition. Exactly. Bill 1200. If Bill come out the gates 1200. Bill come out the gate swinging 1200, bruh. That's crazy. I'm in there week 1, 2. Y'all meeting up before the game 1. So I'm probably gonna be at Reedy and Z's tailgate. I've never tailgated before, so I don't know how it works in terms of where it's gonna be at and whatnot. But yeah, I'm gonna be around, and I'm a live stream. I'm gonna be live streaming, like kind of how I did every year. I mean, every game last year, pregame. So I'll be pre-gaming. This year I plan on being back for my live play-by-play like I used to do years ago. Post-game live, like we gonna be lit this year. I got a goal of 15,000 subs by the end of this season, so we pushing. Bill gets 1,200. We going undefeated. Nah, for real. What you think is a realistic stat line is? I think expecting him to get or having him get 1,000 yards in year 1 is kind of like a lot. So I would personally probably put him at like 600. Like I would even say that. Like I don't know, like because you gotta think we're running back by committee in my opinion. I don't think we're just gonna go solely Bill year 1. 786 tug. That's cool. I think we're the most deserving franchise to get a Super Bowl without a doubt. Let's see if we got any other releases though. Nope. Nothing yet. Still quiet on this end. Like, yeah, this year, man, I'm going ham, bruh. I'm going ham. Mike Lowry say, I'm hoping for 600. Hey, Mike, me and you like this. Because think about it, right? That's good for a year 1 running back. That is good. And I think a lot of people have to understand, like, he's not going to come in and just be RB1 taking 25 curries off the rip, 25 curries off the rip. Like, he is going to be worked in. It's going to be a hot hand. It's going to be a committee, right? Like, maybe in year 2 or year 3, he separates himself and he's the clear running back 1 on his team, but not year 1, right? Not year 1. So we'll see. But I'm with you. 605 touchdowns. That's cool. That's more than good for me. Because you gotta think about it. Maybe Eck gets you another 400, right? So that alone is 1,000 yards between 2 backs. Still not accumulating for JD5 legs. Still not accumulating for C-Rod. And potentially Jeremy McNichols' impact. AP still on the phone. Last minute moves. Remember, we moved on from John Ridgeway at the last minute. I hope we're not moving on from Noah Igbenogany, man. I really hope not. That's my dog, man. That's my dog. So Carl Davis, Colin Vickers, and Andre Jones Jr. are all gone. As we know. See if John Kahn posts anything else. So last thing we got from John is we released Andre Jones Jr. 20 minutes ago. That's the last thing that we have from John Kahn up until this point. Section 209, stand up. Okay. I forgot where we be at again. I gotta remember. is it 213? I think I'm gonna be in 213, which I was pissed off about because when I bought these tickets, I did not know it was gonna be an obstructed view, but it is what it is. It is what it is. They said the view isn't that bad. They just said the only thing is you probably can't see the punt when it's kicked up in the air, which is cool. My name, I might change my PSN again back to my old name, but it is Chew Baby 00. I play Madden, yes I do. I'm not really good, but I play it. That's my PSN. What you think about Furrow release? I'm not surprised. I made the video the other day, and I said it like he's might be released because when you are playing that late into the preseason, and you're supposed to be this vet, that's all you need to know about how they feel about you. That's why Noah Igbenogany is being tossed around in trade rumors, or teams are interested in him because he was playing late in the third quarter, in the third preseason game, I should say. So for me, it sucks that we could be entertaining trading Noah Igbenogany, but they may do it. And with Klee, he didn't provide you with much of anything, if we're being honest, besides being a veteran guy. Now that opens up room for Jacob Martin to do something. That opens up room for JJB, Javonte Jean Baptiste, JJB to do something. So it's Albert Von Miller, right? Like these guys, we have other pass rushers that we can rely on. So doesn't really mean much for me. Not surprised one bit. Skylar Nelson says linebacker Duke Riley been released, could be making space for Al Kaiho. Maybe. Y'all know we all rooting for Al to make this roster. We are all rooting for Al to make this roster. So maybe. I like Jonathan Jones a lot. I do too. He has the smarts. I mean, this guy's a freaking pallet, bro. That alone makes me want him to be root for him. You know what I mean? I'll be there, section 204, September 7th. Oh, yeah. We lit. I hope to see all y'all out there, son. I'm lit. I don't know if I should come dressed up in my jersey. I'm going to come jersey, bro. I ain't going to come professional college shirt look. I ain't going to come. I'm going to come as myself, man. I'm going to come as a fan, son. Put my jersey and put my JD5 joint on. That joint big as I don't know what now, because y'all know I've been in the gym trying to get right, and that joint kind of huge now. But yeah. Where am I at again? Section 213, I think. Yeah, section 213, row 18. So we're a little bit back, but it is what it is. It is what it is, chat. I know that joke will be rocking, bro. That joke finna be rocking. This how my seats look. This how my seats look for week 1. Where it's like, again, let me see if I can turn the light down on it right quick. Nah, they don't make it no better. Okay, they don't make it no better. All right, let me see. Maybe I gotta do this right quick. I want y'all to kind of see where I'm sitting at. So, oh shit. So this one will be at week 1. Like, it's not bad, but it's like when I bought these Jones, I didn't know this was right here. If I would have known this was an obstructed view, I probably wouldn't have bought these Jones. Like, it's not bad, but I don't know. I like sitting in the corner pocket, bro. I like sitting in the end zone. Like the corner pocket of the end zone, like back pylon. I like sitting up there for real. But yeah. We're waiting for hey, that's what's up. Tell first son King, I said how you what's up? How you doing? Tell him I miss it, man. I miss it, man, every day. He say you should come chill in my section, plenty of standing room and seat or two. Okay. Okay. Cool. We gonna be lit. We gonna figure it out. I'm trying to get out that junk. I'm geeking. So I'm trying to get out that junk 9, 10 a.m. I'm trying to get out that junk 9, 10 a.m., bro. I ain't gonna lie. But let's see if we got any more news, any more cuts. Are we on lunch break or something like that? What's going on? What's going on, chat? Back right of the end zone. Yeah, 209. See, when I went to the home opener last year, that was the perfect seat too. Was I in section 209? Or like 113? I forgot where I was at, 129. Like I was right back section pylon, like right where you're talking about, back right of the end zone. That is the perfect seat for me. People think the dream seats are 50-yard line or sitting down by the sideline, but I like to see everything. So nah, that isn't for me. You know what I mean? And it covers you from the rain. Okay. All right, chat. We're just waiting patiently for more releases to come on out. So bear with me as we're about 2 hours away, just a little over 2 hours away from the Washington Commanders having to finalize their roster. Let's see. Perfect seat is at home in front of. No, I do like at home. I ain't gonna lie. Look, I be saying that sometimes when I be at the games, I be like, dang, if I could mix like the TV view with the atmosphere, that would be lit. Like if I was somehow to be able to sit inside the stadium in the atmosphere, with the TV view, I would love it. Any word on a new stadium one? Nothing that I have heard. Nah, not right now. Not against Chicago last year. All right, let's see. Not gonna lie, red zone is like crack. Red zone. We talking about the parking lot? Let's see. Come on. So we're just waiting patiently for more news to come out, chat, about the team. About the team and the news release. So just bear with me. And we'll, NFL Network red zone. Oh, okay, yeah. I figured that's what you were talking about, but I wasn't too sure. Mm-hmm. What's more likely, Micah to Washington or he plays for Dallas? Shoot, at this point, I think Micah to Washington's more realistic. I think Micah to Washington's more realistic than that. If I be honest with you, I mean, they said that the NFLPA they want the NFLPA to step in about that. So it's like even if all this goes on, why would you even want to play for a guy that thinks of you like that? You know what I mean? Whatever happened to Gabe Taylor, they tried him out and then they just ain't bring him back. Micah want 40. He worth it. If you think TJ Watt is worth 41 million, he's worth 40 million. Given the fact of what he's already earned, I mean already did, and he's young and he's what he can turn into, he deserves it. If TJ Watt is getting 41 and he's what 32 years old, 30 some years old, he's worth it, bro. Pay Micah his money, bro, or we'll do it. Definitely worth every yeah, a little bit more probably. Honestly, he probably wants to reset the market. But we're just waiting patiently for more news. Sorry that I'm quiet or whatever. I don't know. It ain't nothing to talk about. Ain't really no comments flowing in and yeah, so Micah stats fall off a cliff towards the end of the season. Really? Let's see. Twelve and a half. Well, he had 12 sacks last year, 14 the year after that, 13 the year after that, rookie year third. Man, get that boy his money. Get that man his money, bro. Hey, bro, this man came into the league getting 13 sacks, bro. If you don't get this man his money, bro, but look at weeks 1 through 8, I don't know how to look at game by game. Okay. So week 1, he had a sack, 4 tackles, 3 solos. Week 2, he had 3 tackles, 2 solos, a half a sack or no sacks, and a half stuff. Week 3, he had no sacks again, but 4 tackles, 5. So he had 1, 2, 3. He had 3 games where he went sackless. Then he had 2 versus Philly, no sacks again. 2 sacks, 1.5, 0, 2, 1, 0, 2.5. I don't know. I still say you gotta give him his money. Trey only got, but that's the thing. Trey Hendrickson is older, and I personally feel as though him only won 30, and they weren't trying to pay him that money. I feel like that says a lot, bro, because he deserves that. He for sure deserves that. Let's see if we got any more news yet. Nope. I guess we must be on lunch break, chat. We're officially 2 hours away from the Washington Commanders' final 53-man roster having to be submitted. No way we could play him JD5 contract coming up. Both guys making $90 million combined. Probably not. But by the time Five wants his bread, bro, they're gonna be making so much money, man. Like this organization and whatnot, and they could find a way, but they probably won't. You right? They probably won't. All right, y'all. We're trying to wait. See, we got any more noties? Tonight is gonna be my official reaction to. So I actually now I ask you all. I'm trying to think, cause I have. Let's see, if Dallas pays him $40 million, half their salary cap taken up by 3 players, that's just crazy. I mean, but that's Dallas though, man. That's how they do. Shouldn't have gave Dak all that money. Should have gave Trayvon Diggs all that money. Yo, what's up, chat? Are we dry on releases? Like, where are we at? Let me check Ben Standing or somebody. Shoot. Ben Standing. Ben Standing. Since they're gonna pick up JD5 50. Now they're paying JD5 after next year's season. If he goes out there and do what he did last year, this year, and then he does it again in year 3, they're gonna pay him after that 3rd year. They'd be a fool to make him go wait to his 5th year option, or wait to his 4th year and pick up his 5th year option. They better do that early. Nah, I don't do fantasy football. That's not my thing. That's not my thing. We got to trade though. Hold on, let's see. What's good, TNB? What's good? We just sitting here live reacting to the cuts, trying to see what's going on. Just waiting. All right. Let's see. Ain't really much to talk about yet, child. I'm freaking just waiting. Let's see. Kansas has a QB named Jane Daniels. He's gonna be no Jane Daniels. I know who you're talking about. I played with him on cut 25. He was good last year. Jalen Daniels, I think his name is. Yeah, Jalen Daniels. They had a nice running back too. I don't know if the running back still go there or not, but yeah. Yeah, they just got a 6th-round pick for an offensive lineman. That's what the trade is between Dallas and the Saints. Should we bring any other position? It says should we bring in any other positions after the cuts? I mean, but we have to see the final 53. I already think we should bring in another quarterback. I don't think Sam Hartman and Josh Johnson would be good in terms of an emergency quarterback 3 if anything needs to go down. I would love to bring in competition for the kicker, but they seem to be squared away with that. Other than that, I mean, maybe receiver if they don't keep 6. I hope they keep Ja'Cory Brooks though. If not, that's probably another position I'm interested in keeping, but right now, nah. Matt Gay is so cheeks. Bro, that's what I'm saying. All right, man. It's been over almost an hour. Where y'all at with the updates? But the longer we wait, the more good news that must mean for Ja'Cory Brooks. Excited to see the final 53. We need to keep Noah. Yeah, I don't want to trade Noah Igbenogany. We need to keep Noah Igbenogany, man. Without a doubt. Without a doubt, we need to keep Noah Igbenogany. I'm trying to figure out why other fan bases talk about JD5. I listen to LB for 30 minutes talk about 5 LMAO. Cause you know why they talk about 5, man. Cause he that dude, man. He that guy. Everybody want to talk about 5, man. Brooks should be locked. He should be the lock for the 6th spot. If he make this roster, bro, I'm going crazy. Ja'Cory Brooks makes this roster, I'm going crazy, chat. What you think about the backup linebacker spot behind Wags and Oos? You believe in McGee and others? Yeah. So my thoughts on the linebacker room as a whole, I hope we keep Al Kaiho for sure. But I like our linebacker room a lot. From B-Wags and Oos, I think those are our 2 studs. Obviously, Frankie is a borderline superstar. Bobby is Hall of Fame first ballot, still playing at a high level. Jordan McGee is the X factor because Jordan McGee is a guy that we think has all this potential in the world. The coaching staffs talk so highly of Jordan McGee, and it has me excited for what he can do. So you have him. They compared him to Dre Greenlaw. I always say that forever because that's high praise coming out of this draft. And you go to Kane Medrano, young fella, showed flashes in a rookie. I mean, showed flashes in the preseason. So maybe it's something to him that we may not know, right? And then you go with potential chance of Nick Ballore being a special teams guy, and maybe Al Kaiho. You know what I mean? So I like our linebacking core. It's been years since we had a good, decent core. I wish we would have kept Mitchell Tinsley too, bro. Mitchell Tinsley was nice. He blessed us with 2 touchdowns versus Cincinnati, man. I wish we would have kept Mitchell Tinsley. Brooks should be ahead of McCaffrey. I wouldn't disagree with that. I wouldn't even disagree with that. Bring back the other kicker. At least he hit the crossbar. At this point, shoot, let me kick out that jump. Y'all ever notice they only talk about JD and having a sophomore slump? Like, why does Bo Nix or Caleb Williams? Because for one, JD5 is in the NFC East. That's for one. And two, they know he's not gonna have a sophomore slump. They know he's the hot topic, and that they're just talking about what they wish and pray for. All right, let's see. Lucas Cheeks. I hope Luke pans out, man. But it's no defending that. You know what I mean? Do you see Terry getting over 12? So for me, that's the bare minimum at this point now. Everything changes for Terry. Since now that he's making this money, everything changed for him, bro. I'm no longer accepting 1,096, barely getting to 1,100, barely crossing 1,000. That's not my standard no more. 1,200 is minimum for Terry. He better. Shout out to my guy Gerald B. My guy Gerald B for the super chat. He says, "What's up, bro? Definitely appreciate the support." No, I appreciate you, Gerald B. Thank you for holding me down and supporting me, my guy. I appreciate you so much. Thank you again, my guy Gerald B. Gerald B also says, "On the road to 1K subscribers. Get me there, one." Hey, make sure you guys go check out my guy Gerald B's channel, man. On the road to 1,000 subscribers, and yeah, we'll definitely get my guy to 1,000 subscribers, bro. For sure. You're gonna get there, bro. Just keep grinding. Keep grinding, my guy. Are we ready to have the discussion that AP's draft pick hasn't really been bangers? I mean, 24 was his first draft class. So JD5, Mikey bangers, right? Jerzon Newton, jury's still out on him. Don't want to give up on him too much yet, but a lot of people don't seem to. Not too many people have seen to see what they like in the young fella. So I mean, again, I'm not really Ben Sinnott. I still think he's gonna be good. Luke McCaffrey, Brandon Coleman stud, right? So you got JD5 banger, Mikey banger, Brandon Coleman banger, right? Javonte Jean-Baptiste, we'll see. Dom Hampton's already gone. Jordan McGee. Everyone thinks he's going to be like that. I'm hoping that's the case. So, I mean, if you really want to be honest, they only missed on really Dom Hampton, and at this point, maybe Luke McCaffrey, but even he's still around. So it's kind of like I don't want to judge it too early. $1,400 yards, 10 touchdowns. If he do that's top 5 receivers right there. That's top 5 receivers right there, Slim. Let's see. Our money pressure did he how many pressures did he generate? It's not always about sacks. Who you talk about? Jerzon Newton? Juan, can you pull some strings with the YouTube and get these stupid AI Commander channel banned? Man, I wish I knew how to do that. I wish. Bro, I remember this one time somebody commented on my video and was like, hey, Juan, this channel shouted you out. They used you as a source. I click on the channel. I see they got like 200K subs. Like, oh, snap. I click on the video and it's some bots. And it's like, per this, but you can tell it's AI because how they're talking. And they're like, per this Commander's reporter or YouTube or whatever, one guy talking sports. They're like, yeah, I've heard his stuff. He's a credible guy, right? But like, it's not real. It's AI. So I don't know, man. I wish I knew how to do that. I wish I did. Terry is going to break through. Remember, he barely got the ball in the first 3 games last year. Hopefully, I'm praying. Terry, it's no more excuses for Terry in terms of or I'm not gonna say excuses because he never really made excuses, or it was really no excuses for him to begin with, but more so like the floor has risen for Terry. So it's no longer, again, like I said, him being able to get to just 1,096 receiving yards and be fine with that. There's no more of that. It's no more of that. It's no more of him going catchless or targetless in the first half. So that's on the coaching staff. Got to give him the ball, get the ball in his hands every time, bro. How many pressures did Micah generate? It's not always about sacks. Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure he generated a lot. I can't give you the exact number. I have to look it up probably. Too much talent around Terry this year. In order for him to get 1,400 this year, I can see Bill getting 1,200 rushing as a rookie. LeVar, man, this dude, that's man, that's crazy if he get that. That's Jahmyr Gibbs impact almost. 1,200. Let me see. What was Jahmyr Gibbs' rookie year? Jahmyr Gibbs. This is 3rd year Jahmyr Gibbs. So in 2023, he had 945 rushing yards. In 2024, he exploded for 1,400. If Bill gets 1,200 rushing yards in year one, bro, that's crazy. That's insane. Facts. Facts. If Bill gets 1,200 rushing yards, if Bill gets 1,200 rushing yards, bro, we winning it all. For sure, we winning it all. All right, let's see if we got any more new cuts. Let's see. Nah. Still dry, chat. Uh-oh, let's see. I think I just got a notification. John Kime. Refreshing. The Commanders have released Demetrius Felton. Demetrius Felton is gone. So there we go. We're back to getting the cuts going. Demetrius Felton is gone. And with Demetrius, the thing about him for me was he really didn't show much in the games. In training camp as a punt returner, kick returner, I should say rather, he looked solid. But in the games, him and Kaz Allen didn't really provide us with anything. He didn't provide us with much of nothing. So he's gone. He really had no shot to make this active roster. So it's not a surprise that he's gone. But I definitely want to say, like, maybe they bring him back on the practice squad. Per John Kime, Nikki Giavala said he had a good camp. Or what it says, the Commanders have released running back Demetrius Felton, per social strong practice squad candidate. Per Nikki Giavala first had a good camp. Coaches like the depth. So he'll probably be around, but again, he's a guy that not really somebody that you necessarily lose sleep over. Demetrius Felton is gone. So another apple has hit the tree. So Washington adds another name to the cut list as we are a little over an hour and a half away from the final 53. Yeah, if Bill gets 1,200, man, that means we're really going to be cooking. We really going to be cooking. Let's see. So not Jameer Gibbs. Demetrius Felton is gone. Demetrius Felton is out of here. I think the NFL is telling teams to milk out these cuts, telling teams to milk out the first round draft picks. Man, they need to hurry up though. They got just over an hour for this real jump to be announced, man. So we need to see what's going on. Let's see. Do you think Calho, Al Cal linebacker? I hope so, man. I really, really hope so. I think he's a guy that, I think he's a guy that's interesting. And shout out to my guy that I went to the game with. One of my good new guy, one of my good new friends. He was like the first one to realize it. He was like, man, oh, Al Kyle, he's looking nice, bro. The commanders are using the Army chapter system for these cuts. Oh man, they making them wait three months to announce these cuts, bro. They about to become holdovers. Man, what a time that was. God, I miss it. All these teams know who they were getting going to cut this morning. Exactly, bro. Just put it out there so we can all react to it. Keep making us wait. What's up, Denal? How you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. We're just reacting to all the cuts by the team. They're kind of milking this thing out for whatever reason. But they got literally an hour, a little over an hour left before we get to the final 53. So they need to hurry up. Let's see. Washington released Tay Martin. Receiver Tay Martin is released, ladies and gentlemen. Tay Martin is out of here. Ja'Cory Brooks is really about to make this roster, y'all. Uh-oh. Ja'Cory Brooks really about to make this roster, chat. Tay Martin's out of here, bro. Tay Martin's out of here. They really making room for my guy. Let's go. Let's go, Ja'Cory. Make this roster, Snap. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Tay Martin definitely probably made the practice squad, though. He was pretty solid. Luke McCaffrey, enjoy it right here, comments and says, LMC career season inbound. Hey, Staff Song Spot, not gonna like to hear that one. Luke McCaffrey inbound. What does he say? Career season inbound. What you think about that? Oh man, Tay Martin though, be back on the practice squad probably. Probably be back in the practice squad for sure. Tay Martin is gone. Big play Tay, my guy Ed Oliver's guy. Big play Tay. LMC is receiver 5 as of now. DIY Luke, do it yourself, Luke. Oh man. DEI? What? But Tay Martin is out. So we got Demetrius Felton gone, Tay Martin gone. Those are the two newest guys that have been gone. So that means my guy might be making this roster, bro. Ja'Cory Brooks might be making this roster. No Tay Martin and Demetrius Felton released. Let's go. Let's go, Ja'Cory. Ja'Cory about to make this roster. Diversity, equality, and inclusion. Okay, I'm hip now. So, hey, guys, two more leaks are just coming out. More news is just coming out. Washington has just released Demetrius Felton. Washington has also released wide receiver Tay Martin. That means Ja'Cory Brooks is making his way onto this roster, bro. He's making his way onto this roster. I'm speaking it into existence. I'm speaking it. Put my boy Ja'Cory on this roster, Slim. Let's go. All right, let's actually go through all the cuts though. Let's catch you guys up if you guys haven't been paying attention. So Washington released Duke Riley. They released Carlin Vigors. They released Carl Davis, Andre Jones Jr. The Sam Hartman has been released. The big one, kind of, sort of, not really. Cleveland Furl. Again, as I told you all, man, when you are playing this late into the stages of the second half of a preseason game, you are going to be released. That is not good. That is not good. Big play Tay is out of here. I think Tay Martin could make this practice squad. I think Tay Martin has a legit chance to make this practice. He was pretty solid in the preseason, but I would like to see what he does next year. When he gets a real solid chance to play with hopefully a better quarterback than Sam freaking Hartman. But Carl Davis, as I mentioned, gone. Sam Hartman is gone. Cleveland Furl is gone as well. Jalen Holmes. So that means that is great for a guy like Jacob Martin, for a guy like Javonte Jean-Baptiste. That is great. They think Javonte Jean-Baptiste could be something. Foster Sorrell is gone as well. So offensive line guy, Chris Moore, as I mentioned, KJ Osborne, they are gone. All three vet wide receivers in the camp depth have been cut. Michael Gallup gone. Chris Moore gone. KJ Osborne gone. Tay Martin gone. Was that all of Ja'Cory Brooks' competition? It's looking like Ja'Cory Brooks gonna make this roster. Looking like was that all his competition he was competing against? Marcus says, I'm a Louisville fan. I knew Ja'Cory Brooks was going to make the roster when we signed him. Hey, I'm pulling for Ja'Cory, man. I'm pulling for that man, Ja'Cory Brooks, bro. I'm pulling for him. Because Ja'Cory Brooks, my guy, he a real one, bro. Straight out of Florida, bro. He talked to me and my homie for a cool, man. That's why I'm rocking with him. Cool dude. Looking like Jacob Martin. And remember, a lot of people, they were like, whoa, he's not going to make this roster. But he's the only one with some athletic bend to him, bro. Outside of Von Miller. You know what I mean? So he was going to make this roster. Tay Martin is gone. Ja'Cory Brooks. Luke. Is Josh not now? Josh Johnson's probably gonna make this roster by default. I personally wouldn't because I think he's a guy that isn't necessarily that good. Unc needs to hang it up, but we already got rid of Sam Hartman, and they do need an emergency quarterback. And if it was a person that I had to pick between the two, it definitely would be Josh Johnson. In 2 more seasons, I could see a 1, 2, 3 lane. Ooh, maybe. Ja'Cory could be the next man up in his future, man. He making his roster, it seems like. Yeah, we probably only keep 2 quarterbacks for sure on the active roster, definitely. Most def. Most def. But again, recently, Washington has just released Tay Martin and Demetrius Felton. Those are the two newest victims of the cut down day as Washington inch closer and closer to them getting their 53-man roster together. I think Josh Johnson's gone because who's picking him up otherwise? I mean, yeah, but they tie themselves to these vet guys a lot, man. So, I mean, I agree. I hope we keep two. And I honestly would rather go get Tyler Huntley or somebody like that. But I don't know why I've read this. My guy John, I don't know why I read this as Miko Hartman. I don't know why when I saw Miko Hartman and Cliff Kingsbury or like Cliff Kingsbury, I thought of Miko Hartman. But yeah, they could pick up somebody. I hope not though. Hope Kyle make the squad. I do too, Jack. I definitely wish and hope too. Hooker from Detroit should go. I personally wouldn't. He's already an older, younger, when he came into the league as an older rookie. And not to say that it's not nothing to him, but I want that emergency quarterback 3 to be somebody that we can trust. That's why we don't want Sam Hartman here. That's why we don't want Josh Johnson here, because I would love for it to be a veteran that I can trust. Go trade for Taylor Heineke. But Hartman would be a good fit too. Where's Miko Hartman at these days? I think last time I seen Miko Hartman, he was with the Jets. Where is he at these days? Somebody let me know where Miko Hartman is at these days. I thought it was the Jets. Last time I checked. Let me see. Let's see. Jets just cut him. Okay. Just got cut. Hey, speaking of the devil. And Miko can do some punt returns too. So, Interesting. Let's see. As we wait for more cuts to come through. If JD is spreading the ball around, it's going to be hard for Terry to get 1,200, 1,400. Yeah, it'll be hard for him to get 1,400, but I'm no longer fine with 1,096. I'm no longer. Now that you got paid, this elevates you into the standard of you need to get 1,200 receiving yards. Jamar Chase has T. Higgins on his side. I ain't trying to hit. You know what I mean? Give me 1,200 minutes. And for the coaches, no longer are we accepting Terry McLaurin to go catchless or targetless in the first half. Miko Hartman can't catch. That's why I want JB. Just bring JB back, bro. Don't even hear me. All right, another cut. The Commanders are releasing safety Robert McDaniel. Robert McDaniel is released, and Ben Standing says that his practice squad is in his future likely. Robert McDaniel is released. Safety bites the dust. Safety bites the dust, chat. Robert McDaniel never really had a true opportunity to make this roster, but definitely probably going to make the practice squad. Yeah, Robert McDaniel, practice squad candidate. Yep. Come on, fellas. We getting closer and closer. Robert McDaniel, out of here. Next casualty. I ain't cheering for nobody to lose their job neither, but we get closer and closer to cuts to the 53. I don't know. Robert McDaniel is out of here, chat. What's good? What's good, Just Zay? What's up? How you? Still needs search seasoning before he gets put on the roster? Yep, he'll definitely be back on the practice squad. Does anyone have a count on how many players? Exact. So yesterday we have 6. So maybe we can kind of do our own math here. Let's see. If I go to WashingtonCommanders.com and I go to the roster, maybe if I go here, we could probably kind of do our own math, right? So let me go share screen. We go boom, or this one. Okay, so maybe we could do our own roster. Remember yesterday? Let's see. Juan, you should put up a live tracker of possible players that were cut we could sign because AP ain't done. And once I do my homework on who's out there, I got you. I got you. All right, so we've already released 6 guys yesterday. Today we released, let's see. I would just go out on a limb and say like 26 maybe. I would probably say would be my guess right now. I could be wrong about that. But I feel comfortable to say like 26 because where were we at? Where were we at? Like a 90-man roster before? And now we're probably at, let's see, if we go 90 man, let's just go this. Boom. Yeah, 20. I'll say probably about 20. 20. Doug says, man, I sure hope Terry remembers to wear a cup. Doug, you and this cup thing, golly, man. Oh, man. Eli says, should we keep 2 QBs, release John Johnson in addition to Hartman, waste the roster? Yeah, keep 2 QBs. Neither one of those guys, that's why Sam Hartman's gone, and that's why, I mean, I really don't care to bring back Josh Johnson because neither one of those guys showed, right, like why we should keep 3 quarterbacks. So I'm fine with keeping just 2 QBs. Honestly. I'm fine with keeping 2 QBs. So make sure you guys like the stream. We're following the Washington Commanders tracker. I think JCM and Lane are going to shock the NFL this season. I hope so. Our depth is questionable. Not a bad idea to put in some waiver claims after the deadline. Oh, for sure, they probably going to get busy after that. Who wears 13 now? Are we comfortable with a DB and at 13? 13 on a DB is nasty. 13 on a DB is nasty. I would not have Emmanuel Forbes stench all over that number again. So I don't really care for 13. Hopefully it's not on someone important. Whoever wears it next, I should say. Mariota's he is a great backup. The only thing that would may have them keep Josh Johnson because of the Achilles tendonitis that he suffers from right now. You don't know how long that's going to linger throughout the year, if it does at all. So definitely could be a little bit concerning for that matter. I think we should look to upgrade special teams. It looks atrocious in the preseason. Yeah, it doesn't matter, but it's still a concern. I hope we can get Trey Palmer. Special teams will be better in the preseason, regular season, I think. When you got your core special teams guys out there, it'll look much better. But if you guys are just coming in, Washington has released Robert McDaniel's latest cut casualty and also Tay Martin as well. I wonder if Terry is in game shape yet, missed so much practice time. I think he is. I know he ain't playing the preseason, whatever, but I definitely think he's in camp or preseason or game shape, rather. He's been working out every day, more than likely. Still getting a connection with JD5 as well. So I have no worries about Terry, whatsoever. Juan, did you see that Steve Smith helmet fitting video? He was at Rams camp and E4's made a cameo. I saw the thumbnail for it, but I didn't actually watch it myself. No, I didn't. Noah Brown is still working his way back from an injury. Ben Nickel, I haven't heard nothing about Ben Nickel yet, Jack. I have not heard anything in terms of Ben Nickel being released. I wish there was a way, like you said, that we could see all the guys that's been cut thus far. But Ben Nickel has not seemed to be released just quite yet. Noah Brown is still working his way back from injury, but he looks good from the last update that I've seen. We should get another kicker, maybe the one from New England who kicks 57 yards. I definitely be bringing another kicker just for at least competition purposes. Even if you don't want to not start your guy, I would still bring in a kicker for competition for sure. For sure. How many DBs do we keep? I say 5. I say Mikey, Noah Igbenogany, even though he's in trade block talks or whatever, and teams are interested. Mikey, Noah, Marshawn Lattimore, obviously Jonathan Jones and Trey Amos. Those are your 5 cornerbacks. Washington in the NFL sits just over an hour away from their roster finalizations, and we're just sitting here covering it all the way. Amazing how many players get hurt in the offseason at SMH. Nobody's going to wear number 8 either. Number 8, number 8 to me is definitely a running back's number. Number 8's a running back's number. But as for B-Rob, I feel like number 8 is only looks sweet. Oh, yeah, safeties too. Number 8 is a safety position, number 2. But for B-Rob, it looks sweet on B-Rob because he was a bigger back. And I feel like you kind of got to have some muscle or be muscular with number 8. Sounds better than Forbes and St. Juice. Hawks Haven Live Tracker says they cut a total of 19 players so far, halfway there. Oh, okay. Hawks Haven. $19 players. So we started with a 90-man roster, and we're down to about 19 players. So, or down to cut 19 players. So almost there. So we need about like 20 more players to cut. It shouldn't be that hard. Is Will Hurst heck no, Eli, not to me. I'm a big believer in Will Hurst. I think Will Hurst is going to be amazing for us this year. Rex Grossman used to wear 8, and Kirk Cousins. 8 is a quarterback number, though. But I feel like a lot of numbers are quarterback numbers. Give Bill number 6. I like Bill in 32. Why are people so eager to get Bill out of 32, bro? I like him in 32. Chin was solid for us for sure, but I think Will Hurst is much better in terms of coveraging skills, all around. Obviously, I think Chin's a little bit more in terms of a better tackler, but like more physical. But I think Will Hurst is the overall better safety. Frankie Louisville wearing Brett Favre, old number, ha ha ha. Ford looks sweet on Oos. He looks sweet with 4. But yeah, we're getting close. It's 250. It is 250, ladies and gentlemen, meaning that we are literally about an hour away from the release of the actual 53-man roster. Last guys to go was Robert McDaniel, and Tay Martin. B-Rob Brock 8 half to the time he wore. He looked like number 0. I'll wear single digit as one defender, linebacker. I prefer some in the 50s. I think number 8 could be a linebacker. Number 2. Didn't Patrick Queen wear 8, or am I tripping? What linebacker wore 8? I feel like Patrick Queen used to wear 8 or something like that, or Roquan Smith or somebody. Let me see. No, it was 6. It wasn't number 8. Okay, there, man. But make sure you guys like the stream. Make sure you turn on post notifications. It's your man Juan Gotti here, live coveraging of the cut downs. If you guys are new and want to get up to date on all the cuts, I'm following on Twitter from all the beat reporters, my guy Brandon. So Robert McDaniel released. Tay Martin has been released as well. Demetrius Felton has been released as well. You also got Carlin Vigors, Andre Jones have also been released. Along with those guys, you have Sam Hartman, who's been released again. That was a shocker to nobody. We knew Sam Hartman was going to be out of here. Maybe he'll be back on the practice squad. And then, quite frankly, the biggest one of them all thus far, probably Cleveland Ferrell as the biggest one, and Jalen Holmes as another pass rusher that was released, which means Jacob Martin and Javonte Jean-Baptiste are going to make this roster. No, Igbenogany has been in trade talks, but again, I don't think much of it's going to come about. Duke Riley's gone. Carl Davis, Carlin Vigors, Andre Jones. Michael Gallup was released yesterday. KJ Osborne and both Chris Moore were released today. Foster Sorrell. So quite a bit of cuts today. And we're still trying to get down to 53. What about 60s? No, 60s and 70s is offensive line numbers, man. You say give Bill 44 and watch how everybody crash out. Nah, you get Bill 44, you know all the OGs gonna crash out. How could you give this young guy that number? How could you give this young guy that? You know what I mean? Eli, I was a lineman, and when I played in high school freshman, yes, I was 68. Rest of the years, I was 77. Yeah, see, those lineman numbers. Ja'Cory Brooks could be the future replacement for Noah Brown later down the line. We'll see. He is looking very good for his chances to make this roster, man. I hate number 6. Kyrie say, what do you think about Cleveland Ferrell, man? I called it. I mean, not like I made it up or like on some bench standing predicted Brian Robinson to be traded and it happened. But like when you are playing in the second half, late stages of the game, and you are supposed to be this vet guy. That tells you everything they know. They think of you, honestly. If we're being honest, like, no way you believe Cleveland Farrell's a good veteran piece of this unit if he's playing in the late stages of the freaking third quarter in the preseason finale. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm not surprised by the Farrell cut whatsoever. Because the Cowboys give great wide receiver 88s for some reason. The number 90 is pretty bad. Yeah, I like 99. 32 equals Magic Bill Johnson. Hey, I love it. Love it. Who usually like fullbacks or somebody like that? Fullbacks, tight ends. No room for promise makers. We need players ready now. Yeah, I agree, T Rose. I agree, 100%. 100%. But it's 2:56 p.m. Make sure you guys like the stream. We've been going live for 2 hours. Pretty much covering this whole thing up until about 3:05. So I'll be jumping off probably here in a couple minutes. Later tonight, I'll be reacting to the official 50-man roster with Lake Lewis. And that video will be posted probably tomorrow at around 12:45. But shout out to Lake Lewis for coming by. The trainers are probably rejoicing that Cleveland Farrell got cut. Saves them a ton of work each week. Yeah, man. Clee definitely was always a little banged up throughout the year. Who else should have the number retired? I say retire Joe Jacoby 66. I'm going to leave that question up to a lot of the older fans because a lot of the people I watched in my generation, there's not many that deserve their number retired. So I'll kind of leave that up to the older gens. Cornerback is a major strength and advantage for the team and cut Noah. Exactly, Samuel. That's exactly what I said in the stream. That's what I said in my video. You have a strength right now with 5 cornerbacks that you feel good about that can go in and play. You cut Noah Igbenogany. Now you're one cornerback away from having to put a practice squad player in the game, and you don't want to do that. So in their best interest, I think it's best to keep Noah Igbenogany, at least for this year. Now, again, like I said, unless it's a trade you can't turn down, like if someone's offering you something crazy, then of course take it. But I have a hard time believing that a team's going to do that. Hogs on the hill. All right, y'all. So it's 2:58. We're about an hour away from the official 53-man roster. About an hour away from the official 53-man roster, dog. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And it's 123 of y'all in here. Do me a favor right quick and show some love to my group page here. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers on this page. Burgundy breakdown. I need y'all to go subscribe right here. Do me a favor and go subscribe to my group channel with my guys. It's me. It's John from Ballerberg Podcast. Reedy and Z, he knows his name always give me a tongue twister, bro, for whatever reason. I can never seem to say his name correctly. But go ahead and subscribe to that. We're at 91 subs currently. We're trying to have a big year on this page, at least 500 by the end of the season. But 100 right here, that would be great. It's 118 of y'all in here. So about 6 of y'all subscribing, man. That'd be great. Big year for me. I'm want to get 15,000 on this channel. I'm grinding, bro. I want to make this into a full-time thing, and I know we can do it. Just putting in the work every day, trusting in God, trusting in y'all to, you know what I'm saying, ride with me, because we're on a journey together. It's us. And I know we can do it. I know we can have these numbers going up. So, man, make sure you guys stay tuned for me. Make sure you guys stay tuned and go subscribe to the Burgundy Breakdown, man. Go subscribe to the fellas. That is our group channel. Let me let me remove my overlay right quick so you guys can see The full picture. Yes. Go subscribe to the Burgundy Breakdown. Juan, what are you what am I wearing to Taylor Swift's wedding? I got you. I know exactly what I'm gonna wear to my tip to Taylor Swift's wedding. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on right now. I'll be back. This exactly how I'm coming to Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce wedding. I'm coming to they wedding exactly like this. Jay and Daniels jersey, no draws. That's exactly how I'm coming today to Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's wedding on when they get married. Jay and Daniels jersey, no draws, chat, no draws. Ah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Gotta get that 5. Taylor Swift wedding, bro. That's how we pulling up. We pulling up to they wedding in style. I'm gonna be the best dressed there. Best dressed there. Gotta put that 5 on. You know what I'm saying? Jay and Daniels jersey, no draws is how I'm coming to their wedding, bro. He said, it's only right. It's only right for JD5, man. But let's get back to it though. But yeah, please go subscribe to the Burgundy Breakdown. That's my group channel. Try to get us to 100 subscribers. I mean, it's 180 y'all in here. So you know what I'm saying? We can get there. We can get there. We can get there. 93 subs. We need a couple more people. Crazy work. You still do music? Yeah, I do. I'm actually about to I made a Terry song for when he needed to get paid. Now I'm gonna make one that he got paid. And I just did a feature with another guy that watched my channel for a song that we did. It got on Crank. I don't really post my music except for on Apple Music, Chewy. It's under Chewy with the exclamation point. It's in the description of the channel, like my song or whatnot. But yeah, I do music, but I'm not like no rapper. Maybe I could be one, but I just, you know what I'm saying? I'm a wild boy. Nah, man. Jay and Daniels jersey, no draws, bro. That's how we coming. Y'all ain't see that TikTok? Y'all ain't see bro TikTok where he said that? Let's see if we got any more cuts. Okay, no, we don't. I want you to join my band, Go Jump. You think I can rock out a Go Jump? I mean, sure, I could come in that jump. Cranking, you know what I'm saying? One thing about a player that I know, you never just a player about no hope. Throw some auto-tune on there, we'd probably be good. That joke is cranking though. Taylor, they really getting married, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I hope it's I don't care too much about it, but I just hope it's a real thing. Like it ain't just a publicity stunt and they break up in like a month, bro. I hope it's a legit like they like each other. You feel me? Stuff like that. But yeah, yes sir. But all right, y'all. I'll be back tonight for a video I'm gonna film with Lake Lewis Jr. on the Washington Commanders Final 53. The roster should be coming out. What's up, Gemini? The roster should be coming out at 4 p.m. So I'll be reacting to it with that Lake Lewis tomorrow, and I'll be uploading that tomorrow, 12:45. But I'm gonna go ahead and slide to the side, and I'll catch y'all later. As always, being boy Juan Gotti. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel on the road to 11,000 subscribers. Big year for your man Gotti, bro. I'm trying to turn this thing up, turn it into full time. I know we can do it. We grinding. And also subscribe to my group channel right here. It's not mine, it's ours, I should say, but you know what I mean. Go ahead, subscribe to the group channel. We're almost at 100 subscribers. The Burgundy Breakdown. That being said, love each and every one of y'all. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.
Never gave a fuck. Ballin' like I'm Deshaun, throw the bomb, G. That's IG, my jersey never seen a line.